Good morning. Sterling Chew, Second Growth Homes. It's 4 a.m. here today, and we are at Funter Bay. We're heading for Tennessee to go cut more trees and get some more wood. So let's go ahead and kick her in gear here. 4 a.m. in Southeast Alaska. You can see how bright it is. It's not, camera's making it a little brighter than it is. Maggie, come. No, drop. Oh, this is gonna be great. 4 a.m. exactly right now. So I made it basically halfway to Tennessee yesterday, and it was actually pretty rough. I was a little seasick and I didn't get to film it. Well, I didn't film it, but that's okay. You get to see this beautiful morning here with me. So yeah, look at this. Absolutely beautiful morning today. Beautiful. Here we are in the middle of icy. Actually picked up a bit here. So it's blowing about west 10 right now. We got at least 3-foot seas, so got the sail up and the wind's pulling us the right way. We're just making great time for the mill. It's about 5:30, 6 o'clock right now, so especially with this wind, another 2 hours I'll be in the inlet and we can go log in, get to work today. It's beautiful. We're rolling, but we're making really good time. So here we are, really settled into it. See, the boat is just charging along. We're motor sailing right now. I do a lot of motor sailing. The wind is often variable in between these channels, so I just kind of raise whatever sails I can, use the engine when I can, and just try to keep the boat going as fast as I can. Look at us right now. We're heading straight for Point Augusta right now. Then we're going to turn west into Tennessee Inlet. Wow. We're just entering Tennessee. Just about to enter Tennessee Inlet here, and the porpoises have come back to play. Woohoo! It's about where I saw them last time coming out of the inlet. Wow, amazing. I can see them swimming 20 feet deep right now. Oh, they're so pretty. Woo! Well, things really shaped up. It's black calm, it's sunny, the porpoises are leading us in the inlet. Hi guys. Absolutely beautiful out here today. The weather really shaped up after we came around Point Augusta. Hold on. And we got the porpoises leading us in to the inlet. That's Snyder Peak behind me there. Too cool. Too freaking cool. God, what a moment, man. Woo. There's a lot of work and a lot of factors and a lot of decisions that end up getting you into moments like this in your life. It's nice when you get there. Jellyfish. I feel like now there's twice as many porpoises, like all their friends came now. Oh yeah, no, there was a ton now. Like 10. Wow, too cool. I was getting a little tired, but this porpoise show really perked me back up past some time. Oh, we're just about to enter the inlet here, and we're about 1 hour from Corner Bay. Okay, we had just a great voyage. We're gonna go ahead and get the boat anchored up, and we are gonna go head in and start falling trees today. Oh, check this out, we made it. Look at this. So here we are anchored up in basically Sage's home port, Corner Bay. And it is just absolutely beautiful out here. Okay, we're driving up to the sawmill. Oh, it's been about, hey, 3 weeks since I was here. Last trip we milled the lumber for the A cabin, and then we towed it to Juneau and built the A cabin, and now we are back for another round here. Oh, it's beautiful. Just a nice, healthy amount of water in the creek. Not a ton, but healthy amount. Oh, it feels so good to be back out here today. The sun is shining, it's spring, everything is vibrant and green, and oh, it's just, after being on the boat for a day and a half, it is so pleasant to be back here on the earth and in the forest. So I'm gonna give my saw a quick dress up, quick sharpen up, and we're gonna fall our first timber. We're all sharpened up. Everything looks great here. The two saws I brought today are the Stihl 06 and the Stihl MS660. These are just, the Stihl 6.6s are just really robust, reliable, powerful saws. Hard to go wrong. This area was previously clear cut, and these are the trees that have grown back in 55 years. So we're taking less than 30% of the trees out of the stand. So what that means is we're going to take about 1 out of every 3 trees out of this stand. The way the camera is kind of zoomed in on me, it's going to seem like, oh, I'm cutting one tree after the next. The reality is there's this huge forest around me, and I am just cutting down this path where the excavator is going to go, and we're actually basically just thinning this stand of timber that's a little bit too, it's too thick. It needs to be thinned. So it's like stand enhancement logging. It's really, really, really cool. Okay, first tree. First day, the Barking Dog Timber Sale, Corner Bay, Alaska. Here we go. I'm excited. Good old 6.6 Stihl. especially with the saw being that sharp. It's just absolutely delightful. Chop, chop, chop. So let's go ahead. Let's get another one. Let's get 3 down here real quick. Let's do it. Oh, that's nice. Okay. There's 2 beautiful second growth down here. Go ahead and get this 3rd one behind me. It's a little bit bigger. These ones have a little bit more branches than the trees farther back just because they're next to the road. My saw was idling a little rough, but I'm gonna let it run through a whole tank of gas and then fill it up again. If it's still running rough, we'll make some adjustments. But let's go ahead and get this one down. Killer. Wow. Well, this was a big tree for second growth. I'm going to go ahead and show you this stump. It's a perfect stump. First 3 trees, barking dog. Wow. You gotta check out this stump. It's really a nice one. Okay. Well, there's 3 out of 65 right there. I gotta check that number. So here's our 3 trees down. You can see how the tops are laid out across the road. So it's just, we'll just buck them at 55 feet or whatever the measurement is. I'll double check. And those will just go right on the truck. So we're gonna go ahead and go back and look at this stump right here. So this is just an absolutely perfect stump. So first thing is we've got a level face cut. So our face cut is level and it's in the right direction. We've got a perfect amount of holding wood. Second growth spruce is a pretty soft wood, so I'm able to leave 3 inches on a lot of these trees. We got between 3 and 4 inches holding wood. And then the last thing is that the back cut is stepped up at least 2 inches. Even 1 inch would probably be okay, but here we're doing about 3 inches stepped up, and that keeps the tree from, if it hits something out in front of you, it keeps the stump from coming back. It sits against this step right there. So this is going great. I'll cut a couple more and then maybe I'll just bump the idle on the saw up, and yeah, we'll get down maybe 5. I think after we get 5 down, we'll get the little saw out and do some limbing. But this is great. So there's just this band along the road, and then we're gonna go way back, and it's really fun to get out there in the timber, but this is great. Here we go. So in this case, my tree is right behind this hemlock over here, so I need to take that small hemlock in order to tip it over. So we're gonna take the small hemlock, the spruce, and the one behind it real quick here. Nice. Well, sounds like whatever ailing my saw is starting to pass through. You can hear it idling there perfectly behind me. I'll go for that last one. I think I'm gonna run out of gas. Saw's running good now. So that's five. That's 5 beautiful trees down, and the 6th was that hemlock. So I'm gonna gas up. We're gonna get one more. There's a beauty right here. There's another one back there. I think we'll cut those 2. And that is almost a full truckload. It's about 10 of these logs to make a load. So we're gonna be about full after we get these all limbed and topped, bucked, which is awesome. So go ahead, get the saw, get the gas, get it hold up, and we'll do a couple more. Then we'll get the little saw out and limb. Take a look at this. Pretty good progress. Speaking that we started the day at Funter Bay. It's looking great, man. Really looking great. Well, that was pretty good. I crossed my lay just a little bit with that last one, so I tried to lay them all just perfectly parallel, and I got like 6 perfectly parallel, and that one is just about 10 degrees off. But the second growth is really hard to break. It's a really strong, light, resilient tree, so I don't think I hurt anything. So let's go ahead and cut this last big one, get our little lemon saw out, and we'll start working on this pile of timber we got here. Check this out. Just bumping them down here today. These are honestly surprisingly big. Nice timber. I thought I was gonna have to take the hemlock in front, but I can tell that this one's gonna have enough speed that it'll go. This tree's got this big swelled butt, which is kind of unusual on a second growth. It's funny. The old growth trees, this is what they look like. They have this big swelled buttress and then coming up to a nice stem. So I'm kind of thinking that that's what this tree will do. Like in another 50 years, it'll really turn into that shape. So like these other trees that we're gonna leave, the roots are gonna keep growing out too. It'll make this kind of buttress. It's interesting. Over there, where the second growth are a little smaller, they're a perfect cylinder right into the ground with no buttress. When we're logging old growth, sometimes, you know, the buttress will be 7 or 8 feet in the air and you gotta climb up and hold the saw over your head. And I've done a number of trees where I should have had a springboard and set it up like that, and I never have, but I could have used it. That one, we nailed it. We made up. So, I shouldn't get too excited. You should take a second and wait, make sure nothing's gonna fall. So that tree let out a huge poof of spruce pollen, blew through the forest. You gotta see this. See that smoke over there? That's crazy. I don't remember seeing that much. Usually it seems like they let go. So that tree went poof, let out all this dust. So that hemlock was right here, and I wanted to just skim it like this, and I did. Just wheek. Perfect. So that one was accurate to the degree. The one before that, I was about 10 degrees off, which is a pretty big mistake when you're a hand faller. So Awesome! First day at Barking Dog. This is going great. First day on the Barking Dog timber sale. So the next couple days on this channel are gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a mix of me working out here in the woods, falling and limbing timber. My dad's gonna come out with the log truck. I'm sure he's gonna be out here cutting with me too. So you'll get to meet my dad a little bit more on this channel. And then we're gonna be logging, and then I'll be milling at the Mobile Dimension Mill and the bandsaw mill to get the last of the wood for the A cabin. And then we're gonna transport the wood for the A cabin to the A cabin and get that baby done 100%. So if you'd like to come along with me for the whole ride, we're gonna go through the whole process again of from these trees that you see me falling right here, through the mill, through the planer, and straight into the finished cabin. So remember to click the like and the subscribe buttons that are below me here if you'd like to come with us for that whole journey. If you're interested in building your own house out of trees, if you got a property that's got a bunch of trees, that's what we do here. Also, if you're interested in purchasing a cabin from us, these videos show the timber. It shows how sustainable the cabins are, that they're eco-friendly. And it just really, if you watch enough of this channel, you'll really get a good idea of what you're gonna get when you purchase a cabin from Second Growth Homes. Right now, if you watch our channel specifically, you're gonna understand the A cabin, 16 by 20 A frame cabin. So let's go, and we're gonna take a little walk out into the forest to get my other chainsaws, my little limbing saws, and hopefully we can get that saw sharpened up and we can get these trees limbed up before my dad gets out here tomorrow. If he always, like, pretty consistently just always wants to limb as he's going, and I like to get 5 or 6 down in a row because now I can let my dogs out and run around. You'll see later in the season when I'm back in the woods, I bring the dogs with me. Here it's nice to just put them in the truck, they're right there, it's safe. But when we get out farther, we'll bring them with me, and I'll even tie them up behind me when I'm falling timber. It's nice having the dogs to bark if a bear comes by or anything. So let's go ahead and take our little walk here and go get our saw and start limbing. Thanks for coming with me today. Wow, this one is a dandy log. Sheesh, that's a nice one. Whoops. Fell switch. Okay, that's 4 limbed. 4 nice ones limbed. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I see 3 more big ones to go. So we got at least 7 keepers this afternoon here. Oh, hey, first bugs of the year. First no-see-em. Every year I completely black out that there's bugs over here. It's so funny. I've got this super gift where I just black out anything that I don't like about my life, and then
and I come back to it like the next year, I'm always like, oh yeah, bugs. Every year I'm so excited to get out here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about the bugs. So it is a gift though. Sometimes my wife will remind me of something, I'll be like, oh yeah, it's like, I really did just, my brain will naturally, you know, after a week goes by, it'll naturally just black out anything that I don't like, which is a gift. Okay, well, let's start on the butt of this tree here, just see how we do.